I'm Carl Anthony with AutoSens TV, here with AutoSens Award winners Algolux at AutoSens Detroit in the Michigan Science Center, speaking today with Dave Tokic. And Dave, it's so good to have you.
Thank you. It's really great to be here.
Dave, we were chatting off camera. You were telling me about what you do with the company. You have a very extensive role, so let's start there. Tell us about your job and what you do with Algolux.
So I'm VP of Marketing and Strategic Partnerships, so basically communicating what Algolux is doing to the market, engaging with key third parties and partners to build out the solution and engage customers.
Dave, give us a high-level overview. Before we dive in depth, give us an overview of Algolux.
So Algolux is focused on driving safety and autonomous vision. And really what that means is that we're trying to address some of the key issues with regards to safety of vehicles, such as automobiles, for enabling drivers to avoid collisions and such, as well as enabling autonomous vehicles to safely navigate roads. So we're applying machine learning techniques to address that particular problem, to allow cameras to see more clearly for the driver-based use cases, as well as to enable computer vision to perceive things that can't be seen with today's methodologies and techniques.
So let's talk about that approach, the machine learning. What is the advantage of that process?
So we're applying it in two ways. Maybe to start, there's a tremendous growth in cameras for automotive, along with many other markets as well, but certainly for automotive. And for driver-based applications, there's a big requirement to improve the image quality that's being transmitted to the displays in the car. And today, to get that image quality is a lot of manual tuning by imaging engineers to achieve that good image quality. We're applying machine learning in that case to automate that tuning process, shrink it down from many, many months down to hours or days, to not only make the process faster, but to get a more optimal quality for both pleasing visual use as well as for safety purposes. We're also applying machine learning and actually deep neural networks for perception, being able to understand the scene and the objects that are in that scene in a pretty novel way to address the challenges of difficult imaging conditions like low light or adverse weather and things of that nature.
So you have a couple of things here at the table for AutoSens attendees to see. We've got a laptop here, you've got a big TV screen. Tell us about what we're seeing.
Great. So two main areas of technology for us. We're showcasing our CRISP-ML machine learning product, and that is applying machine learning techniques, as I mentioned, to automate the tuning of cameras for image quality. Here at AutoSens, we are also tightly aligned with the IEEE P2020 automotive standard for image quality that's trying to define metrics for the industry to abide by for image quality. And so what we do is we take those metrics, those basically measurements of image quality, and automate the ability to tune those cameras to achieve those objective metrics and really short circuit and automate that process of tuning. We're engaged in quite a few customers, the tier 1s, tier 2s, on that side of things, so very happy about how that's going. The other area of technology is we're doing some pretty novel work on the neural network side for perception, as I mentioned. And this is really understanding what's going on around the car. Today with cameras, but moving out also to other sensing modes like LiDAR, radar, etc., and doing sensor fusion. And that is really allowing, the approach that we're taking allows us to be much more resistant to those difficult imaging conditions. When you're driving in low light, it's hard to see, is that a pedestrian? I mean, we saw a recent case with one mobility provider that resulted in a fatality. Those are exactly the hard cases that the industry is not doing a good job solving today that we're directly addressing.
I remember being in the room at AutoSens Brussels when you were a winner of the AutoSens Awards, the very first AutoSens Award. I remember the excitement in the room and people clapping and just the joy that you had as a company, and it felt like it was a well-deserved award. So your thoughts on that now, coming back to Detroit, being in Brussels in September, what was that like to win that award?
You know, I think getting that recognition from really the experts in the automotive industry was humbling. I mean, we were just so happy and proud of our ability and the work the team did that allowed us to get there. And it fostered also just a fantastic dialogue with companies that may not have known, potential customers, et cetera, and the industry analysts and so on that may not have known us before. So I thought it was not only a great recognition of the work we're doing, but a great way of helping us share what we're doing with a broader audience. And so coming here to AutoSens this year, we definitely felt that it drove a lot of further conversations, further recognition. We're very excited to show kind of the progress we've made in that's only a handful of months ago in the technology that we have. So I think between that and actually we just recently announced a Series A funding, which is another recognition of what we're doing, or acknowledgement of what we're doing, led by GM and Drive Capital and some other investors.
Dave, all of us here at AutoSens want to congratulate you. It's obviously been a wildly successful year for you and your team. We wish you all the best of luck going forward. Before we wrap up and conclude, do you have any final thoughts to add?
Well, AutoSens has been a fantastic event for us. The quality of the presentations, the quality of the audience, the personal nature of the event, I absolutely love it. It's great seeing people you know, and it's easy to meet new people here as well. So, I think the discussions are around, here are the hard problems that we need to solve, as opposed to just your kind of a trade show environment. It's really been a great event for us, and we look forward to Brussels in the fall and 2019 as well.
We will see Dave Tokic and Algolux in Brussels in September. Speaking today with Dave from Algolux, AutoSens Award winners here at AutoSens Detroit. For more AutoSens TV, find us on YouTube.